I've been loving getting to watch in real time the indictment of New York Mayor Eric Adams. This dude sucks so much. It's so bad. This dude sucks. I don't know who your mayor is, but be glad it's not Eric Adams. This dude is the worst. He's so corrupt. And it's like corruption. This is what's disappointing about Eric Adams' corruption, is that it's like petty. Do you know what I mean? We expect politics to be corrupt. It says a lot that we do, but a part of us, do you know what I mean? And what does that say about us to a certain degree? I think about that a lot. What does that say about our expectations, that we expect corruption? You know what I mean? At lots of levels. You know, the city councilman did this thing, president did this thing, whatever it is, we expect it. And then when people run, we don't really believe in them. Maybe if someone can make us believe in them along the way, that's the person that we vote for, because we're like, wow, this person's different. But different from what? The expectation is corruption, you know? And he's corrupt in a way that's truly disappointing. It's a shame. It's embarrassing how easy a politician is to buy. You could lease a new Subaru, or you could buy a politician depending on the position of the state. The things these people go down for, we're talking not money if we're talking politics, right? Like if I was a senator and I wanted to be corrupt, you'd have to get me good. You have to take care of me, because I might lose my job. I might go to jail. I need a nest egg to protect me. You know, something to look forward to while I'm in jail doing all that time for doing you a favor and being corrupt. Like, that's why I don't agree with it, and I'm glad he's going down for it. But Menendez makes sense. He took gold bars. That's cartoonish corruption. That is like full on 1950s cartoon corruption. That is New Yorker political cartoon corruption, to just take actual gold bars. Where do you get gold bars from? And then take the gold bars to do the favor for the person. This is what's funny about Eric Adams being indicted, is that New York City is, and this is coming from someone who lives there, and I do love it in New York, right? But New York is a dirty place, all right? Inside and out, okay? It's one of the more corrupt places. So to be the first mayor to ever be indicted with corruption charges in New York City, you gotta be one of the dumbest people who has ever lived. It's a city of corruption, and you got caught. That's crazy. Sometimes I can't believe it, you know what I mean? Like, I'm sure he couldn't believe it. He was like, y'all, this is what we do. How y'all gonna get mad now? I did the regular amount of corruption. I didn't even go overboard. I got some flights upgraded. Why would y'all? No, it is that dumb. This dude, Eric Adams' corruption is so petty. This dude about to go to jail because he let Turkey upgrade some flights for him. He basically is gonna go to jail for what is Delta Gold Medallion. Like, it's very petty. Some nice meals, some flights. That's great. That our mayor, New York's mayor, all it took to buy him was just treat him like a bad bitch for a night. Like, it's... Do you know how embarrassing that is? Do you know how much money is in New York? I need at least 6 skyscrapers to be as corrupt as Eric Adams. I'd be like, take care of me. No, I need land. What are you talking about, a flight? A flight where I might fall asleep and miss my corruption? No. Because sometimes you get upgraded by your airline, you get all excited, you like, oh, I'm sitting in, got the extra leg room and everything. I can kick for no reason and stuff. And then you wake up at the destination and you're like, dang, I didn't even enjoy the free glass of champagne and orange juice. That's his level of corruption. It's so dumb. He sucks. But Eric Adams started as a cop, right? And I actually watched this video of him. It was a very entertaining watch. Basically, when he was a cop, he did a video. Maybe he was still a cop. I don't know. Maybe it retired. But anyway, he used his police expertise to make the video. And it's basically a video where he shows parents how to search their children's rooms for drugs and guns, right? And the thing that's amazing about it is that clearly one of two things happened. Either Eric Adams told whoever was shooting the video to just go fill a room full of crack, or Eric Adams kept using the same 6 crack rocks in between takes. Because he was pulling crack out of places that didn't really make any sense. Like when you have crack, the intention is to smoke it or sell it. And where he was pulling, because then first of all, the room didn't make sense because the room is supposed to be a child's room, right? But the room has stuff for a kid that's about to head off to college or somebody in preschool. Like, there's just too much going on in the room. The room makes sense if you were never going to leave that room for 26 years. Like, it doesn't... The room did not make sense at all. So then Eric Adams would do weird stuff, like he'd be like, looks like a regular tricycle, right? But if you pop this tire right quick, you pop this tire, pull it out, what do we find? Crack cocaine. It was incredible. Like, looks like a regular doll, huh? But if you stab it in the back and rip it open, what do we find? Crack cocaine. And honestly, like, look, I even get the spirit behind what he's doing, but if your child is on crack, there will be other signs. Besides a heavy tricycle wheel. I've never seen a kid on a bike with a flat tire and been like, we're losing the youth. It's insane. This dude is over here going, a simple jewelry box. But if we open it, what do we find? A loaded gun. A pillow? You gave your child a pillow? And thought that they weren't gonna do the worst with it? You reach in that pillowcase, what do you find? A Glock. My favorite was standing near a bookcase, and he didn't say these words exactly, but the feeling that I got when I was watching him was just, you think your child reads? You think your little baby boy, baby girl reading in here? No. They were a child, and we all know children are what? Crackheads. You open this book, and what do you find? What spills out? Crack cocaine. No, it was incredible. It was truly, the only thing he did do was pull crack out of the gun. Like, and I can't stress this enough. Eric Adams is like terrible. He really is. Like, he really is. He's the worst. It's so bad. He sucks. He sucks so much. You should be so glad he's not your mayor. Like, that's. Oh man, I'll be honest with you. I didn't do the research. I don't know who your mayor is. I just know it's not Eric Adams. So you got 2 legs up on New York City. This dude, first of all, when he was running, he was corrupt. The dude was running, and he was already doing stuff where we were like, if it's not illegal, it's weird. This dude told the story of, because, he's a cop, and he reminds everybody all the time they used to be a cop, right? And it depends, because he does a thing that's real sneaky. He's really good at it, right? Where he was a black cop. So in some rooms, he's black. In some rooms, I used to be a cop. And never the 2 rooms shall meet. If like... It's crazy. Okay, so this dude, when he was running, would tell the story of a fallen officer, right? His friend that he loved dearly, who died in the line of duty, and he loved his friend so much that he keeps a picture of him in his wallet with him all the time, right? And it's a heartwarming story because no matter your feelings on cops, no matter your feelings on like the criminal justice system, I think everyone can understand what it's like to lose a friend, right? You can understand what it's like to lose, especially when you lose a friend when you're both in danger. Maybe you both were in the military together. Maybe you're both cops. Maybe you served in some way and then you lost your friend. And no one's going to know what that was like except for people who it also happened to, right? And he kept the picture in his wallet. Except the picture in his wallet that he showed people was printed out by his staff members, and they threw a little coffee on it to make it look old. And that's before he did anything illegal. This dude is the devil. Like, he really sucks. This dude, I don't even know how he won. He doesn't live in New York. You know how usually you have to live where you're the mayor of? I'm not going to make any assumptions about your mayor, but I'm assuming they live here. I imagine your mayor doesn't actually live in Illinois. That would be weird, right? To come over and be like, hey, I'm here with y'all. We're in this together. I'ma go, though. Dude lived in Jersey. And then it got outed that he lived in Jersey. And so at the last second, he had the New York Times try to help him cover it. And they did a profile of him at his house in Brooklyn that he was clearly walking into for the first time. It's like... This dude walked in, you could tell he had never been in there before. He over here like, and as you can see, my wall. If you don't have one, you gotta get one, all right? These walls are fire. This dude walked in, and clearly, whatever staff was trying to help him look like he lived there, I feel like they tried to like Ocean's 11 it and like did it a little too late because they were clearly moving stuff into the place to make it look furnished. But then he probably called them and told like, hey, I'm on the way now. Y'all got to get out because the apartment did not make sense. You walk in and in the living room is the bed. That's an intern who had to drop the bed like as they like, what? And then, you know, they go, he opens the fridge because he really tried to do this MTV Cribs for the New York Times, right? And so then he opens the fridge and he's like, blat out my snacks, right? And there is way too much meat for Adams to be a vegan. There's so much meat. It looked like it was stocked by Hillshire Farms. There's way too much meat in there. Not even mistakable meat. Not even like, oh, I thought the Impossible Burger. Like, it was full on meat. And when they ask him about it, he's like, oh, my son be sneaking in, you know what I mean? You know, because you know how when you have kids, you know, as parents, you know how when you have kids, they sneak into your home and leave food, you know what I mean? In the fridge uneaten. You know how children are. All they do is leave food in the fridge and smoke crack. That's what children do. This dude is the worst. This man brought back stop and frisk. If you don't know what stop and frisk is, it was practice in New York where basically the police could stop you at any time and frisk you, check you for drugs and weapons and stuff like that. It was very popular under like Giuliani and stuff, but it was like found to be pretty disproportionate because they would just stay in one place and check everybody there. You know? So it was just black and brown people. It was mostly black and Hispanic people that were like stopped and frisked. And it didn't even really work because the people with guns and drugs were like, I'll stay home. You know, they found when they did studies on it that, you know, more often than not, it was men, over 9% men. So it's like 99.3% men of the stop and frisk. And then also in the 90s were black and brown people. So it was like, I think like 5% white, right? Which is just go all over New York. You're allowed to stop and frisk. Just stop and frisk everywhere. Just do the Upper West Side. Do you know what I mean? Just be like, hey, what's in the briefcase though? That could be full of anything. But they didn't, so it was found to be like an unconstitutional practice. It was found unconstitutional in 2013, and the New York police like disbanded it fully in 2020, and then Eric Adams brought it back. Which is odd, because this is my thing about Eric Adams, and what I mean about that chameleon move that he does is that Eric Adams, I don't even know the exact particulars of the story. All I know is that he was arrested when he was a kid. Some people say he was a member of a gang himself, right? And that he, got beat up by the police. He tells this story of being a victim of police brutality at like 14, 15. Him and his friend got caught. They had done two things. I think they had stolen some checks or something, and they stole something else, and it was when they were trying to cash the stolen check they got caught, and basically they got beat up at the police station. And apparently the way that I believe Eric tells it is that these white cops were beating him and his friend up, and then a black cop came in and told him to stop. And he was like, and that was the moment I decided that I wanted to be a police officer, turn my life around, everything, because I just saw the way that black cop moved, right? He's like, I saw the power, the respect, I saw the fear that people had, and And I was like, Dad, oh, okay. It's a weird thing to pull from that lesson, but all right. We're all our own people. And so it's weird to me that he's so adamant about being punitive as someone who grew up the way that he grew up. It's very odd that he doesn't see himself in any of the youth that he wants to arrest or wants to punish. Like, that's even only part of why he sucks. Like, he sucks. This dude sucks so much. He's the worst. They opened the investigation into Eric Adams the way that the feds do, which is quietly. You know what I mean? The thing that's scary about the feds is that they always get you. Their conviction rate is in the 90s. So it's basically done. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, when they show up, it's only a matter of time, right? And the feds opened an investigation into them, and this is like a year ago, that they came through and they were like, hey, we're gonna need everybody's cell phone. Your whole team, right? Which is already not great. Probably every mean thing I've ever said is on my cell phone. Do you know what I mean? Like, I try to be a good person, but if you pull up on me and you snatch my cell phone, you're gonna be like, oh, you an asshole, okay. The cell phone feels safe. You know, and the feds roll up and, take his laptop, his cell phone, everything. And this is how you know, this is how a guilty dude moves, right? So he goes ahead and gets swooped on when the feds come and get everybody's cell phone. And he's like, oh, actually, my cell phone, I don't have it on me, right? I don't have it. And they were like, okay, we'll bring it first thing tomorrow. And he brings it. Next day, brings it, right? And then he's like, actually, I had changed my password to keep my aides out of my phone, because you know how aides are, always trying to face ID you and see what your business is and everything, even though you emailed them personally and stuff. But like, try to keep my aides out of my phone. So went ahead and I'm giving it to you now, but just know that I had to change the password, keep my aides out of my phone, and I just forgot it. This dude moves like a man who cheats. Like, that's crazy. And the feds basically had so much on them that they were like, oh, we don't need your phone. Because we have every other phone that you text. Ooh. There's even instances of Adam's aides knowing things were illegal and then being like, y'all, this is illegal. They said it in the text, but y'all, this is illegal. I don't think he'll want to do it. And then, you know that text bubble? He'd be like, hey, this is illegal. I don't know if he'll want to do it. And then the person from Turkey or wherever would be like, are you sure? And then the text bubble. That bubble be cooking, right? That bubble be bubbling up, right? And then it go away for a second. And then it come back and be like, never mind, he's down. The amount of times that his aide said to other people, this is illegal. And then several texts later be like, so when are we? It was incredible, man. It's really fascinating. And then there was like, I think it was like one of his campaign aides, one of the people that worked under him, was being interrogated. And as soon as she realized the interrogation wasn't friendly, she was like, can I go to the bathroom real quick? And so they were like, yeah, sure. And then she went to the bathroom and apparently started mass deleting as many text messages as she could. But then she was in there so long that the fans were like, she deleted text messages. Like, nobody got a boo-boo that bad. Like, I mean, who knows? Maybe she is shitting herself, but not. I can just imagine you realize your boss about to go to jail, you might go to jail too, and now you in the bathroom just, I'll be right out. Oh, it's bad. Oh no. Y'all still there? I can't stress this enough. This dude sucks. Like it's like, okay. Maybe one of the funniest things about the whole case is that we don't definitively know one way or the other, but there's a chance that this dude would, like, the last straw that broke everything, that had the roof come tumbling down, that kicked over his house of cards, might have been, maybe, Sabrina Carpenter. Inadvertently. I don't know if you remember, but Sabrina Carpenter did a music video for a song called Feather, right? And in that music video, she's in a church, right? And she got permission to be in that church. As controversial as everything was, and as much as the archdiocese freaked out after they saw the video and as upset as people were, she got permission, right? She did the right thing, and she asked, can I do my video here? She didn't just run in and be like, quick. She did everything by the book, right? And the person that allowed her was a Monsignor, right? This Monsignor gave permission to shoot in the church and everything. And then when the video comes out, obviously the archdiocese is all upset and stuff. They're like, nothing provocative or sexual should be in a church. That's what they said. Don't get weird with me. And so then they demoted the Monsignor. That's how mad they were, you know? They didn't fire him because I guess it's impossible to get fired at a church. You know, anybody else, any other job, they would have been like, you gotta go. But Catholic Church, they're like, no, we'll move you, don't worry. And basically, one of the things that came from that whole thing, especially how public it was the feds subpoenaed the archdiocese over the Monsignor because he had connections, like as in a relationship or maybe even a business relationship with Eric Adams' chief of staff, right? And so they were like looking into it, and then Sabrina Carpenter's moved on. She just sort of like, oh, I didn't realize it. Whoops. And I don't know. I think that people don't realize how much trouble Eric Adams is in because this isn't like a police thing. This isn't like a local police or something. Like local police could run cover for a mayor. And so Eric Adams gets indicted, right? Present day, he gets indicted, and this dude holds a press conference. It's one of the worst press conferences I've ever watched in my entire life. This is incredible. People talk about Giuliani and everything when he did that 4 Seasons press conference and stuff like that. Not gonna lie, this one put that one to shame, okay? This one was really, but first of all, they decided to do it outside. I don't really know why, but maybe he's not allowed in buildings. I have no idea, but they decided to do it outside, and they had a tent up because it was raining. But Eric Adams and he does this a lot. He does this in a way, this is one of the reasons I can't stand Eric Adams. This is one of the things that makes him suck, right? Is that whenever he's in trouble, whenever he needs something, he's very, very black. You know, and so now that he's in trouble, he has gathered around him every black person that will stand next to him, I suppose. And so he had everybody. He had so many people that they couldn't all fit under the tent. So now there are some people getting rained on halfway, just trying to lean in, everything. Do the one-sided thing. And the press conference starts, and there's protesters at the press conference. And, Adams did some weird stuff. Like when he got indicted, he did like a message to New Yorkers and everything. And in the message, he says, like, I knew as soon as I stood up for New York, I would become a target. And then we were like, when did you stand up and who is targeting you? Like, this is odd. I've heard this language before, but I've never seen it make less sense since the last time I heard it. And finally, he goes ahead, he's doing press conference and stuff, and there's protesters there. And the protesters are screaming at him. They're like, you're an embarrassment. Don't try to act black now. You brought back stop and frisk. You brought back every policy that came down hard on the black community, but now you want to be black because you're in trouble and you want us to back you up and everything. And they're yelling. And the whole time, Eric Adams is like, You ever been at a restaurant and there's a couple trying not to fight? And then finally one of them can't take it anymore and she stands up and she's like, you cheating bastard, or whatever. And then he's like, It was that. And so he just stands like, okay. And then he lets people speak for him, right? So his pastor speaks and his other pastor speaks. And I think another pastor speaks. You go to extra church when you're in trouble, right? So then pastor after pastor after pastor are speaking, right? And all the pastors are like, hey, listen, we don't even know. Everybody has to have their day in court. Like, no one is actually professing this dude's innocence. Everybody's like, yeah, you can't judge lest ye be judged. And once again, remember, I told you it's one of the worst press conferences I've ever seen, because not only can not everybody fit under the tent, and not only are the people not making a convincing argument for Adams to be innocent, which is what we would very much like our elected official to be, right? This one lady gets up there, and she's been the loudest against the other protesters. She's like, shut up, let him speak, blah, 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 right? And so it's her turn to speak. And then she gets up there, and she's like, good morning, New York! Like, she's just trying to shout everybody down. She's like, I've known Eric Adams for 40 years! And she's just screaming, right? And he is completely... And then the mic starts going out. Completely... And another thing... And he is not corrupt with it. Thank you. And then the dude went up there, and I don't really know what his position was. I don't know. He might have just been a black dude Eric Adams pulled that day, because this guy gets up there and he goes, good morning, New York. Good morning, New York. I've known Eric Adams for years, and he is, for 64 years, he has loved and served New York, and we cannot throw away 64 years over 5 indictments. He is 64. And I was like, where's the logic going here? You want that dude to be innocent because he's 64? Like, is that... There's no way he served 64, he just is alive for 64 years. But this dude was slick with it. He was like, do not throw away 64 years over 5 indictments. Nobody gonna kill him. Like, what are you talking about? Throwing away 64, we're not dating him. He got indicted. Do not throw away 64 years over 5 indictments. He is 64, thank you. I feel like that's all I do. The Eric Adams was like, probably should have let that be a tweet. And then it's Eric Adams' turn, right? And then counter protesters are yelling. They're like, "You're an embarrassment. You're an embarrassment to black people. You are an absolute embarrassment to the city." Okay, you trying to make it a black thing? It's not a black thing. It's a you thing. You're corrupt. You're corrupt by yourself. It's not a black thing. It's a you thing, right? This dude's screaming, and he's like, "What? Why is anything you're saying different from Trump? You talking about you stand in the way? Stand in the way of what? You corrupt by yourself, right?" And then Eric Adams like, and then he starts taking questions, right? And some of the questions were, you said that as soon as you stood up for New Yorkers, you would become a target. Who do you think you're a target of? Like Homeland Security, or what? There are government bodies that are serving you this indictment. Who do you think is targeting you, and why? And then he was like, "That's a question for the federal government." And I was like, okay, not a great start. And then he goes, "Let me just get something clear right now." All right. And then the mic cuts out completely. It's like, "I just want to say to y'all, that's all I gotta say." This is incredible, It's incredible. I don't know. I would love to see Eric Adams go to Rikers. I mean, particularly because of the terrible job he's done with Rikers. Just so you know, Rikers is a horrific place. It's been compared to Guantanamo Bay. Mainly because most of the people in Rikers, around 85%, have not been convicted of a crime. They just cannot afford to get off Rikers. They can't afford to pay bail and stuff like that. But they sit there until the trial, and the trial is sometimes 8 months away, 9 months away. So they're potentially innocent people just sitting there, rotting in a jail in terrible conditions because they just didn't have money. Any one of us could not have money. Most of us don't have enough money for the things we would like. So that's how close we are to being them. And it's so bad that there's a federal monitor that's like over Rikers, and Eric Adams has worked with Rikers to subvert everything that would have them comply with the federal monitor, right? It's horrific. And all they've really done is like try to throw money and staffing at the problem, but then money and staffing have become the problem because now Rikers is such a cushy job that there are a lot of people who don't show up for work. So now they really are wasting money because they'll be understaffed on a day where everyone is scheduled and then everyone calls in sick. And then people die at Rikers. People die every year at Rikers. It's absolutely insane. And the staffing, if I'm correct, maybe I'm wrong, right? But last time I looked it up, the staffing was like 2-to-1. No jail has 2-to-1. No jail anywhere has 2-to-1, And so what a poetic thing it would be, for the guy that a year ago gave the key to the city to Diddy. To also be like indicted and charged and sitting in Rikers. It'd be dope to see Eric Adams at Rikers. He gets there and they're like, "What's up, buddy?" "Let's talk." And so many people have resigned too. So many people have resigned from Eric Adams' administration that I don't know who works at New York anymore. It's a lot of people. People nobody was talking to, by the way. Like people who just are like, I'm just in charge of the library, but I'm going to go because the block is hot. I don't want these problems.
Welcome to Josh Johnson Show. I'm Josh Johnson, joined by my co-host, fellow stand comedian Logan Nielsen. Logan, how you doing, buddy?
I am doing well, man. How are you?
I'm doing all right. So much has happened. Okay, so
much has happened. You've also started every episode with that lately. You got a lot going on this last month.
This last month has been a lot.
A lot to experience.
So Sally and I ordered food today. And I won't say where the restaurant is in case this isn't the restaurant's fault because we're still investigating. DoorDash itself is investigating, and then I'm holding my own investigation where I'm calling the restaurant at different times to make sure.
I'm holding my own investigation.
This is how people like really lose their minds. Like when anytime you, no matter how vindicated you might be or how justified you feel, if you start your own investigation into anything, you've probably already lost your mind.
Yeah, no. Even if you end up being proved right, you do still have the shame of having to take all the yarn off the wall. You know, you have to take down all the safety pins.
Yep.
Still, you being like, "Whew, I got into this deep, huh?" Ooh.
You have to take down the clippings from where you were wrong. Like,
yeah.
You know, those clippings that just had nothing to do with anything. And you were just like, well, in Italy, the tomatoes are going bad. And it's like, okay, well, now.
That's true. Every conspiracy theorist who does that, and if they are proved right, they have to go like, yeah, this whole branch over here, though, I was a bit off. I was a bit off on this over here.
I did make a mistake.
I am embarrassed about these strings over here. I'm a bit embarrassed about, but Robert Redford had nothing to do with it. I really went at him. I was going to take down Sundance and all of it. He had nothing to do with this at all, and it's all over here. Okay.
Turns out Orson Welles has not been alive for quite some time.
That's something, and honestly, you do just a tertiary search, you will find that. It's one of the first thing that comes up is his date of death, and I really, man, couldn't see the forest through the trees, but
yeah, because he looks so much like the guy from Stranger Things with the beard. I just thought they were the same person.
Yeah.
So then I just kept digging.
But either way, I was right, and the moon is filled with pudding. So, despite that stuff, I was right. We were missing the big picture. I was right.
And so I've been holding my own investigation. Anyway, what happened was we ordered some food. And you know how it's all the same company, even though they use different names? I'm pretty sure like DoorDash, Caviar, all those places are like the same thing now.
Yeah, they're like owned by the exact same. Yeah.
Yeah.
They all bought each other.
They all bought each other.
They're all owned by each other.
They also somehow still exist.
Yeah.
But they are all under one umbrella.
They're all under one umbrella. I think they're all not profitable, but also are.
It's like they're not profitable, but they pay slave wages, which just means these people are really bad at business.
Yeah, it just means there's just a hole filled with money somewhere because they don't know what to do with it. So they just
because I don't feel like I'm saving money.
They just dump it into a deep, wet hole. They don't. And we can't get the money out. It's all wet now.
Like instead of Grubhub or Seamless and then Caviar, just make Caviar the standard and just call the other ones Caviar Poor.
Yeah,
because it's kind of what's happening. There are certain restaurants that are like only on Caviar, and you're like, why? And then you see that they're super expensive, so you're like, okay, maybe that's why. But still, you can't be that. Like, you can't act too. You're using the same plastic container, so don't get uppity. Do you see what I mean?
Yeah,
you're still spooning spaghetti into the same black and clear plastic container as the place that charges $3, Well,
and for these, how they work too is like, it's not like there's a Caviar representative who works at the restaurant who manages these orders. It's just a different tablet the place gives you. Whichever one you work for, you just have a different type of tablet that the orders go through, and then a driver comes to pick it up who probably works for all of them, because you can be a Grubhub, Uber Eats, whatever driver all at the same time. So there's no reason for all these to exist.
There's also no reason to not pay these people well, because if you've gotten to the point where they're working for 4 of them at the same time in a day, why don't you, and you're also all the same company, why don't you just go ahead and make them an employee and pay them a fair wage? It's insane. And so,
because in that one too, the illusion of choice doesn't do anything for me. I'd rather just the restaurants be on one thing. You know what I mean?
Yes, exactly. So
but
anyway,
your investigation, sorry.
I said all this to say that we ordered some food. I won't say the restaurant.
Pull your mic a little closer to your mouth.
Oh, okay. We ordered some food. I will not say the restaurant, just in case it's not their fault. But when our food came,
and if they're listening, and they'll come for you.
This would be how we get death threats.
This would be, we accidentally start a feud with a very violent restaurant.
Yeah, I'd hate for something to happen to you. I'd hate for you to slip in some mac and cheese and never walk. So what ends up happening is that we order, and then the food gets there, and there's no buzz, right? There's no buzz or anything. The app is how we realize it's there.
They're just in the house.
Yeah, right. That would have honestly been better, because then someone would have been able to explain what happened. So,
and also talk about service.
Yeah. You picked the lock. You just knew.
Don't worry about it. Here it is.
And so
it's already on plates for you.
Then they drop it off. They're nowhere to be found. So then Sally goes down, and she comes back up to the apartment, and she's like, "You'll never believe it." And I'm like, "What?" Because in my head, I'm like, "Did we get something extra? Did we not get all our food? You know what happened?" And she just lifts it up. She's like, "They gave it to us in a garbage bag."
Here you go. Eat your fucking slop, you monsters. Here you go. Oh, you want this?
I'm sending you the picture
piggy?
right
I brought
now.
it right to your door. Here it is.
I'm sending you the picture.
Oh no.
This is untouched. I'm sending you the picture right now.
Yeah, that's just a flaw. You can see the red band around it. I think those are the trash bags we have.
Yeah,
me and Jess.
they
I
are.
think those
They're
are
hefty bags.
That is a hefty.
What a way! What a way to insult somebody. Just like, here's your hefty bag full of food.
Yeah, here you go. Here's your trash.
Imagine someone just delivering it in a trough. That would have actually been less insane.
Just an open bucket, and everything's mixed up in it.
And
Here's your pail of slop.
And so she's holding up the bag, and then I'm like, no, like I'm already smiling. I'm like, there's no way. Like this is a joke, right? And then she opens it, and she was like, "Oh my God, it's wet." And I was like, "Well, is it raining outside?" And she's like, "No."
Was it wet on the outside of the bag?
No, it's wet on the inside of the bag.
Well, that could be steam though. That could be the steam.
It was not steam, because the bag was full of mud.
It was full of mud?
So underneath, in the picture that I sent you, underneath the containers is just like muddy water. So unless they grab their fresh trash bag with their cleanest dirt in it, and then the food started to sweat.
With their cleanest dirt in it.
Unless that's what happened. I was just delivered the actual trash. They sent the trash to my house.
It seems like they rode it over, but it was like just hanging from the back of their bike. Like they just tied it onto the back.
They wanted to do the like little motorcycle effect, so they just had one of the lips of the plastic in the spoke. Yeah.
Yeah.
And we don't know. We don't know. There's so many scenarios where this could have happened.
Yeah. No, this does need to be a full investigation. Let's get into it.
Because either The restaurant is the culprit. And they were like, we're done. Okay. We're done with you. We're done with your hunger, you know, and we're done with your food. So everyone today is going to know how we feel. All right. And then this poor, seamless driver shows up and they're like, take this bag. And he's like, not to deliver, right? You want me to throw this around the back, right? And they're like, no, that's the food. We want you to give it to them in person. And then
These are bad people.
When they open the door, I want you to spit in their face, okay? And then he's such a good person that's why he couldn't do it. He couldn't spit in our face. He doesn't know us. So that's why
he couldn't even buzz.
Left it.
He just left it.
He just left it and was like, I don't want to be a part of this, but I need my job, right?
Yep. Yeah.
That's scenario 1.
Okay.
Scenario 2, they gave the driver their regular bag with the food in it, and he was like, no, this is my last day. All right. And since there's no HR to call to yell at, I don't have enough coworkers to quit in front of, I'm just going to do it as a terrorist all day. I'm just going to.
Well, see, or alternate to that same scenario, but not so much out of spite. They were like, we have the food ready, but we just realized we're out of bags. Do you have one? And he goes, yes, let me go look in my trunk.
Yeah, so let me go back home.
Oh, here it is.
And grab my trash bag that I've already started using.
Here, I've had this in the trunk of my car. I had some wet shoes in it. Will that be okay?
And they were like, sure, it's leaving. We don't care.
It's your problem now.
Yeah.
Bye.
Now, scenario 3 is much like your alternate scenario where the restaurant did not give him any bag. And so then he wanted to give us a bag because he was like, even though I'm delivering it to the location where they will no longer need a bag, maybe they'll need a bag. Maybe they're ordering this just to bring it over to a friend. So then they'll need something to carry it with. And they probably don't have bags in their home because who does that, you know? So let me bring them a bag, even if it is a bit dirty. Scenario 4.
Okay.
The devil himself. Came up from hell.
From hell. Satan himself.
And actually pushed the delivery driver out of the way and was like, I got this. Okay. Okay. Let me take care of the situation. All right. Let me make sure that they go to bed tonight a little hungrier than they could have been, you know, because it's not like I'm starving now. I had alternatives, you know?
Yeah. Okay. I'm grabbing a notepad here. Okay. So we can solve some mysteries. Okay. We do have one mystery solved. There's one mystery solved in all of this as to why your doorbell was not rang. Whatever the scenario leading up to it, for sure, the answer to that is because that driver was filled with shame. Whatever happened to lead up to that moment, for sure. The reason why no one rang you, why no one called you, was because he went, I can't look them in the eye. Whether that is out of malice or pure embarrassment, that is still up for debate. But for sure, that is why the bag was left. So we have that mystery solved. Why no buzz? Why no buzz? Because shame.
Yeah.
So we have that. We have no buzz solved.
Scenario 5.
Oh, God, I didn't realize you had more scenarios. I didn't realize there'd be another scenario post Satan himself getting involved.
Yeah, scenario 5, potentially the most likely. The bag ripped and he just put it in something nearby, and then it happened to be a trash bag. Because it would also explain all the dirt.
Sure,
I think that
plausible.
there's a chance that because we know from this place that their bags are the paper bags with the loose spun sort of straw handles. So that's just 2 staples holding the handles to the bag. And there's only a little bit of glue at the bottom of the paper bag holding it together. So what we also think is likely is that the trash bag was actually clean. This dude was walking with our food. It fell out of the bag into the dirt. He then grabs
Yeah.
a fresh trash bag and then puts the food back in. So at least there's a bag.
Yeah.
Because if he delivers it with just dirt on it and his hands, we're gonna be like, why? How did this happen?
What'd you do?
Yeah.
What did you do
What
right
did
now?
you do? But now he's off scot-free because he had a clean trash bag with him.
Right. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Because that's the real question of this case.
Actually,
Is at what point the mud comes into play.
yeah.
That really determines who is at fault. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Because I'm looking right now at my phone and I'm looking at the app for where we ordered, and I'm gonna triple check which one. I'm gonna triple check which, because there's multiple locations as well. That's also why I don't know if this is the restaurant's fault or if it's the driver or fate, whatever.
Yeah.
So what I'm gonna do, this may be completely unusable, so don't get too excited, but I'm gonna call them right now.
Okay.
You may have to bleep out the name of the restaurant.
Sure.
May I help you?
Hi, I ordered some food today using caviar, and it came in a trash bag. Would that be the driver, or are y'all using the trash bags to deliver?
That's the driver.
Oh, okay. Got you. Okay. Well, thank you. I appreciate it.
Okay, no problem. Enjoy your day, though.
Have a great night.
You too.
Hi. I think it's solved.
Well, no, I will say he blamed it on the driver awful quick. That be the driver. And then he sounded real confused and shameful towards the end of that. Mm-hmm. I think he talked to the culprit. I think it was him.
Yeah, it could have been. Maybe this case is still open.
I think the case is still open. I don't know.
This isn't even what I wanted to talk to you about today. It just happened. Just like
Oh, really? Like right before?
dude, yeah. Like there was a thing that I don't think I've ever told you about because I told Sally for the first time.
Okay.
Okay,
so we're shifting to that. So let's just say still open investigation.
Yeah, still open investigation. Look, I'm gonna keep calling.
We're gonna keep calling,
telling them that this happened to me.
Email us what you think happened.
Yeah.
Who do you think is to blame here?
Yeah.
Because also was this a trash bag already sitting in something at the restaurant, and they're like, oh no, we're out of bags, grab that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Or maybe they just saw our order. Scenario 6, they saw our order. It perfectly matched some food they had already thrown away. And so they were like, why not? Why waste food? There's people starving in other parts of the world.
Yeah.
Why waste food?
No, that's the only stuff that's been in that bag. I mean, the bag was outside, but don't worry about it. It'll be fine.
Why is it wet? Don't. Now you're being.
Don't
one
worry
of them.
about it. Food. You cook. There's sauce and stuff. They'll be fine. They'll get it.
Yeah, that's my new favorite thing. I had a friend. It didn't make any sense and it had no context to the situation. But someone had said something and she was like, "Don't do that. You sound like one of them." and it's like there was no thing to attach it
who's
to.
them?
Yeah, exactly.
There's
though. It was
you can't say you sound like one of them and there's no them.
Yeah, it was the perfect thing because there was no race thing to attach it to. There was no it was just such an insane response. Ooh, don't do that. You sound like one of them. It's like
that's like the purest form of othering someone.
Yes.
Of like I'm not even giving you a group. You just belong to them. It's like, what? That's wild.
Yes. It is incredible. I was such a fan. I was so excited when it happened because I was like, there's nothing, no one, like, you know how sometimes people can be like, what do you mean, you people, sort of thing?
Yeah.
It wasn't that at all. It was literally like the confusion at the table
Yeah.
And it was immediately hilarious. I went to dinner. I'm going to tell you the story in a second, but this is also very funny. I went to dinner last night, and I was crying. So I was out with friends, and one of my friends, his phone had died, but the bill came, and he was like, "What's the right?" Because I'm in cash. I do have my card, but I can just Venmo you. I could just Venmo you when my phone comes back on. And then our other friend was like, ooh, that doesn't sound good. You sound real poor right now. And he's like, I'm talking about the battery, not the plan. Okay. She's like, still though, you shouldn't say it like that. Ooh. I got pains when you said it to me like that. And he's like, well, do you want to put all my cards? She's like, no, it doesn't sound like it'll go through on your card. Or no, you gotta get your life in order. He's like, my phone just died. And she was like, so then maybe clear your phone is poor. Okay, your phone is too poor for life.
Yeah.
And so it died. Your phone didn't even want to be a part of this conversation. You talking about you gonna Venmo people after you've left the area.
The most trustworthy type of Venmo.
He's like,
the one that's not in front of me.
The way that my man said, the battery, not the play. Talking about things you gotta do when your phone's back on. It's like, that's the most oof.
This is now Venmo you once I get some more minutes. It's about to be the end of the month. Once it rolls over, I'll be able to send you that. That Venmo.
What because here's the thing. When I was in high school and college, I was very broke, and so I had a phone with minutes. And for anyone
we all
listening
had phones
to
with
this
minutes
podcast,
back then, I think, right? Or
not everybody. No.
okay, I did too. I guess. I mean, I didn't know there was another way.
No. The way
I didn't know we
had
it limited back then.
Is the way that people with money have always done it.
That's true. That is a
Just
good
so
point.
You know.
Yeah.
We were out
you used
here
to be able to call and you could call a number to find out how many minutes you had, which would take like a minute. So you'd lose a minute checking your minutes.
Also, the thing that really made me bad, and it evened out if the text was long enough, I guess, but every text message cost, and then you had to accept the deduction in minutes to read it. So then every text costs 30 seconds. It costs half a minute. So then,
is that what it cost?
Yeah. So then people would text you K, and it would cost half a minute. It didn't even take a second to read. My eyes recognized. I didn't even do any reading. My eyes recognized a letter, and I knew what it meant. Right.
But yeah, to explain to our our younger listeners, back when I know every now and then we get kind of like back when phones were new, but we do get that way sometimes. But you used to have to literally. You had an allotted amount of phone time, not given to you by a parent or a guardian who said, this is all you're allowed because I don't trust you. The phone gave you this. The phone company would give you an allotted amount of time. And if you went over, if you had a plan that allowed you to go over, that overage charge was usually wild.
Also, your own money was your own money was your dad. Like, because if you had plenty of money, you either had a phone plan or you could buy so many minutes that you didn't think about it.
Yeah, this is where the beginning of like burner phones were, because you could just buy a phone with a set amount of time on it, and then when you were done with it, you could just throw it away.
Yeah,
that's why those became popular. You could buy them in a 7-Eleven, use it for a couple hours, throw it away.
When I was in high school, or maybe I was even in junior high, the first kid I knew to get a cell phone got a cell phone with minutes on it. And I don't know if his parents bought it, if he bought it with summer money from his summer job, whatever. But either way, he bought the phone and bought 300 hours on it.
Jeez.
So this dude had 300 hours on the phone just ready to go. And he called me on my home phone. This dude called me to call me poor. This dude called me. This dude called my home phone. He called my house phone.
300 hours of phone, dude. It's like by the time he used all that, phones had changed.
This dude called me and asked me if I was hungry.
Jesus.
This dude was a monster. Anyway,
Yeah, see, bullying, you had to be more creative with bullying back then. We didn't just have social media.
Yeah, we didn't
have immediate access. You had to go through the work.
And I shouldn't even, this is the thing, okay. This is also where you date yourself, because things are new for every generation of people. There will be things that are new. So then there are people right now who, even though they're young, they remember life right before TikTok, right? TikTok's only been around for a little while. So there are going to be people who are like, oh yeah, I remember TikTok. And then when they have kids, people be like, TikTok? What is that?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
And
that's how the students I work with are. They're like, what? You're on TikTok? I'm like, guys, it's been around for like 3 years and I'm old. You don't want me on it.
Also,
like,
we sound old because we remember life before everyone had just had a cell phone on them, right?
Yeah.
But it makes me...
But we remember before the internet. So that makes us sound 1,000 to probably kids now.
And like, because the idea of a supermarket is like still relatively, when you look at the world and you look at how we ship food and like all the processes around keeping food good until people can purchase it and stuff, that's all relatively new. So then if you're old enough, you remember a time where you had to live off of what grew near you and that's all you got. Maybe if you traveled, or maybe if someone brought something back, you could have something that wasn't from where you were. And it's just so funny because it's like, I think about my granddad. My granddad is so old, he probably remembers before apples. I could see people my granddad's age being like, I remember, because we even really eat apples like that. Because think about it, like it was specifically where you were, and
it's what you had, what grew near.
Exactly. Yeah. So it's like there are people who probably had their first apple thinking they could just peel it like an orange, be like, it's not coming off. I don't know, just hand slipping on it.
Man, a hard ass tomato. Mm-hmm. Gross. Anyway, what was the thing you were going to tell me?
Oh, okay.
Before we went back to our olden days of minutes on phones.
Yeah.
In the old country.
The thing I was going to tell you was when I was little, I would play soccer, and we've talked about this, like how I was not good.
Star athlete, you were great at everything. Oh, that's right. It was the other way. Sorry.
Wow. What an attack. So then when I was little, I was playing this scrimmage game. So not one of the ones that counted. We're not even in our jerseys or anything, our little uniforms. And this is like horrific. So basically, it was like a practice day, right? And so we're all out on the field, and we're young. We're like, I was maybe 6 or something.
Okay.
So like a lot of us aren't even coordinated. Like if you can kick the ball straight, you're the best player on this team.
Yeah.
And so
you're Beckham if you're you don't even have to bend it. You're footing it like Beckham.
Every time a kid, I remember this specifically, anytime a kid lofted, first of all, almost all of our like lofting kicks were by accident. Anytime a kid could make the ball just fly up in the air for any distance and by any height, we were amazed. We were like, we would celebrate that like it was a goal. So we were not a winning team. And so
as you're cheering, the other kid just goes by you with the ball.
We're lifting up the kid who did it.
Oh my God. It went so high and the wrong way.
So then this is such chaos. And like, even when I remembered it and I was talking to Sally about it, a part of me was like, I don't know if I should tell it on the podcast yet, because I'm trying to remember everything that happened. And then 2, I don't think people will like identify with me the way that I need them to. Most stories I tell on this podcast, I don't care about the perception. I'm just telling you my side of what happened. And this is the first time I was like truly upset by something like that. What's
okay? I was like upset by how you handled it?
No,
or
I was upset by what happened to the point where I think I genuinely blocked it out because
good. So we're getting into repressed memories. That's where we've gotten.
Well, no, it's just like
on the show.
I don't even remember what brought it up, but I was telling Sally about it. Anyway.
Okay.
So then
I'm so curious, by the way. Now that's a very intriguing intro.
we're all like uncoordinated 7-year-olds, right? And we're doing this practice game, and the practice game is just our team. So it's just like, it's not, the stakes couldn't be lower, but all year I've been bad, and I've been so remarkably bad that they don't know where to put me. So they have the same problem they have with me, that the kid that's good at everything, like the kid that can dribble straight. They're like, should we make him the forward? Should we have him as a defender? What should we do? Right.
Is he in high school now? What do we do with him?
Yeah. Can we get him held back?
We either got to hold him back or we got to launch him forward.
Yeah. Yeah. Somebody just like throws his dad some money under the table to like mess up his homework for him.
We got to keep him to teach the other kids.
Yeah. So anyway, in the game, this kid had brought his dog, right? Mm-hmm. And the dog has been asleep for almost all of practice, just chilling, right? And it's like it's a fairly big dog. And then but it's still like, it's not like an old dog, but it's like puppy age. I can't remember what the breed was, but it was like medium size to say it was a puppy,
Okay.
And been sleeping, been a good dog the whole time. Anyway, this is also a time where you got to think about how you're coaching kids who don't understand real plays. You're just trying to get them to do their position.
Yeah.
And to stay in a general sense of where they're supposed to play.
Yeah, you're kind of going with a zone situation, because especially at that age, and in America especially, a kid's knowledge of soccer is going to be, hey, kick the ball.
Yeah. And
it comes to you and you kick it.
Yeah.
That's kind of,
and
again,
so
I know it's different in Europe. That's how we view it here.
And so for me, what ended up happening was there was a kid from the defender's position that was dribbling the ball towards me, and I should go back slightly. I'm goalie this time.
Oh, okay, you're goalie
because
now.
they were
All
like,
right.
He's not fast. He'll have an asthma attack, right? He cannot kick the ball straight, but maybe straight isn't what we need. We just need it out of the way. and so maybe he'll be a good goalie. That's literally
he finds a way to get hit by stuff.
Yeah.
Let's put him there.
Yeah. He's been hit by the ball in the face a lot. I don't know how it finds his forehead, but
let's use that face to our advantage.
And I'm even excited because I'm like, this is my chance to prove myself,
Yeah.
This is my opportunity.
As you're standing there bleeding.
Yeah. This is my opportunity.
Finally.
I'm going to be good at the sport. Because remember, I told you before, it's like I kind of wanted to be like that sport, like that athlete,
Mm-hmm.
Anyway.
Mm-hmm. Still kind of do in a little bit.
All right.
Just saying what we cover on this show, your endeavors.
So
you have dreams of becoming a very buff ninja. That's what it seems like.
So the kid is dribbling from the defender's position at me. So he's coming at me for a while. And so many, because he's not fast. So many things are going through my head. Like so many thoughts. Like, okay, I got my eye on the ball. I know which kid has it. He's not passing. So it's not like I'm going to get, and also, I think they were trying to teach us offsides at that point. So then there really wasn't too many people ahead of him to try to pull him off sides, if that makes sense.
Okay.
So it's really just me by myself on this entire side of the field while he's coming and the other kids are running. And so I'm like, okay, I just got to stay calm. All right. I just have to keep my eye on the ball. He's coming at me. He's not fast. He's going to kick it. He's probably going to kick it straight because none of us are good. Like I'm in my head, I'm like locked in.
Right. Yeah.
And just as he gets maybe past 3/4 down the field. So like this is game time. This is when I'm going to have to step up. He kicks the ball just a little too far in front of him. Like when you're dribbling a soccer ball and sometimes you don't manage the distance well. And so he's kicked it really far in front of him. Now he has to catch up with it. when he kicks it that far, at this point, the dog wakes up and just full puppy mode. The dog wakes up and then takes off and like hits it with its nose down the rest of the field at me. And now it's a dog. Now I'm like, what do I do? Wait,
the dog just took over?
Dude, the dog just, and like, I'm not being dramatic when I say that this was probably all of 10 feet,
Right.
Because he was almost there.
Sure. Yeah.
But then now he's here. So he's like all about to be at the ball again. And the dog was just off to the sideline laying down. And so now it takes off, runs in front of him and starts like knocking the ball with his head. And then he knocks it one last time. He touched it all of like 2 or 3 times, but he knocks it one last time. And I'm like, at first I'm scared because I'm like, the dog seems big as it's running towards me. I'm also little. Then I calm down. This is all happening in a moment. Then I calm down for a second because I was like, oh, a dog. Now I'll just be able to grab it. I hope I don't get bit, but now I can just grab the ball. Right. And at the last second, he like hits it with his little nose, but it goes a little to the left and I miss. And so technically the dog scored on me. And people are like screaming. They're like, oh, it's like such a funny, and the kids run up to the dog and they're like, and the dog's excited and he's like hopping and stuff like that.
They pick the dogs up on his shoulders.
Dude,
they carry him off the field.
It was like a full, like kind of like an Air Bud situation, except there was no stakes,
It was 100% Air Bud situation. I think they even did a soccer one with Air Bud.
And we always celebrate Air Bud, but we always forget the kid that he scored on. Just really wanted to have his own moment.
Yeah. No, Air Bud gave full competing teams just mass depression.
Like, I don't think I was so upset. I was like so hurt because I played it back in my head a bunch of times because I was like, there's no way I missed that.
Yeah,
because it happened so fast. Literally, the dog just like blah, 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 and then it was in the goal.
The dog just took over though. The fact that he kind of kept it on the same path is interesting and almost suspicious.
Dude, it's like 2 or 3 touches.
I'm gonna say there's another mystery we have. I think you got played. This dog has been trained.
This is a circus dog. This is not my fault. This is a circus dog.
This is a genuine Air Bud scenario.
And it's like, look, I don't think in a million years the dog could do it again because he wasn't even trying to. Like the dog was trying to play with the ball.
Went for the ball.
He wasn't trying to score, but he was so close to the goal by the second time he touched it. And it's like I was already not good.
Yeah,
you don't have to.
Now, but I'm gonna make you feel better though.
What?
Because frankly, I'm just saying, because soccer, football in other countries is a game of feet, and dogs got 4. So technically,
I was able to use my hands. We both had 4 appendages at play.
I'm just saying. He's actually, he's over equipped.
We both have 4 limbs to work with, and.
No, listen, it's embarrassing and you should be embarrassed. But
it's also like
I'm trying to make it.
The worst part is that it's like not even enough people were there
for it to even be like a really cool thing, like to be like
it was like
we said, this is pre-phones we established. So this wasn't like a viral moment, but could have been a socially viral moment.
It was like 8 kids playing.
Yeah, so this is just your pain.
And not every parent was there.
So this doesn't even get to be like a fun, like, oh my God, did you see that moment? It's just one kid being embarrassed because a dog scored on
I'm pretty sure my mom had to run an errand. Like, I mean, I'm glad my mom didn't see it, but...
No, you just didn't see her sneak out. She was like, ugh.
Ooh, I'm gonna come back at 5 because
Come back after all the other kids have already left before I pick him up.
yeah.
Wow. So what made you think of this? Because you said you hadn't. You're not even sure if you remembered it fully. If you blocked it, what brought it
I
out?
don't know. Sally and I were just talking, and then I think I maybe had a moment or something.
Did you start? Did you start shaking and?
Just decided to be vulnerable, you know.
Was that your last day in soccer?
No. I didn't stop doing soccer till I was like 13.
Okay.
So
did it push you forward? It made you angry.
Oh, it made me angry. It didn't make me better. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, no, it was bad.
Yeah. Well, I can say that is a unique thing. I've never been scored on by an animal, I don't think. So that's a unique experience. You got that going for you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. Well, it sounds like you're having a day.
Yeah. Yeah.
with muddy food and sports drama.
Just like the next time you watch one of those movies, just think about the kid.
Think about the other teams that feel terrible. Think about the teams that Airbud beat. Think about the spirits that he crushed. There's nothing in the rules that says a dog can't play basketball, but there's also nothing in the rules that say I can't feel bad about it.
It honestly, if I'm being real with you, it was bullying. It's just let your dog be at home. It was sleeping anyway.
Right.
Keep your dog, get your dog off the grass. You know what I'm saying?
Keep dog off grass, otherwise become supreme athlete. Is what the little signs will say in the yard.
That dog wasn't even cute.
Oh, damn.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, that's how I'm feeling about
you're
it.
You're coming at this dog now.
Yeah, I don't know what breed it was, but the breed was ugly. All right. Yeah.
Oh, this dog breed? The breed is trash.
Yeah.
That's what this dog is.
Yeah. Thank you.
I mean, you're gonna hate me saying this, but like, what a piece of the Josh Johnson puzzle we've just found.
Sure. Yeah.
Like, yes, I knew you wouldn't like it, but like, I guess I'm speaking to the listeners because I'm sure they all heard that and they're like, oh, yeah, this makes sense. This seems like a man who'd get this man would get dunked on by a dog.
Look, I'm the winner.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, okay.
That was over 20 years ago. So guess who's still alive? All right. I can still dribble. Got my good limbs, can run.
Yeah. But now look at you taking care of a dog.
What does that have to what does that have to do with anything?
I'm just saying you got to do.
What does that have to do with anything?
Just saying
My dog would never be able to. I would run circles around my dog. Okay.
Josh has made a point to never show his dog a ball because he doesn't even want to come close to repeating this mistake.
Chance would be puffed out when I got done with him. Okay.
Oh goodness.
Mm-hmm.
How does it make you feel to relive that memory, to have it back?
I mean, it's fine. When I think about where I am in life and when I think about that dog isn't in life.
Hard cut to Josh being heckled in a comedy club by a dog.
There's a whole litter.
I did a show a couple years ago at like a brewery, and it was like one of those places they allow dogs to come into, and there was like so few people in the audience that there was literally almost equal to the amount of people and dogs in the place. Or it was like 2/3, because there was like 7 people and like 4 dogs. And I'm like, this audience is damn near mostly dog at this point. That's a strange place to be. And I think one did bark, so I think I did get heckled by a dog. So there, I have that over you.
Yep.
Okay, well, while Josh is dealing with his trauma, I will open up the mailbag. Let's get something else.
No, that was it. Do we have another one from Anna, you said?
Yeah, I was looking for that, because I figured since we got a little extra time, we can do that one.
Thank y'all so much for writing in. We appreciate you. We have so much fun with these. We look forward to them every week. Anytime y'all send them in, we're happy. So thank you again.
There it is. Scrolled past it a bunch of times. All right. But yes, we do have an update from Anna. Okay, real quick. Let's try to recap the story thus far. This is an ongoing chain of emails.
Okay.
So this started with her going on a date with the guy
who was a foot pervert.
A real toe fiend. Not only was he really in defeat, but slid under the table to remove her shoe and smell it, and was like, oh yeah, that's good.
Oh, that's foot.
That's foot. And then I believe that tickled her foot, so she kicked him in the head?
I think in the face, maybe?
In the face. Kicked him in the face, which I believe also knocked over something on the table and fell on the table next to them.
Production of the fall.
Yes. Yeah. And then something was spilled on her, right? I believe something got spilled on her.
Maybe something was spilled on her from his fall.
While he was, or was it he was underneath, so a server tripped over him because he was on the ground getting them good feet smells.
He made it worse. Whatever happened, he made it worse. Yeah.
And then the other server like kicked him out or whatever, or helped like just end the situation, like helped her clean up whatever got spilled on her. So she went on a date with him, and she ended up on a date with him where then he revealed that he's really into like BDSM stuff. He asked, "Oh, are you a gray?"
And she was, at first she didn't understand it. Then she realized.
I believe, I don't know, and I also don't know if we clarified. We found out later that applies to 50 Shades of Grey, or we might have read an email that explained that. But when he said like, "Oh, you're a gray," that was going to 50. Already, this is so much backstory.
Yeah. So if this is your first episode listening, we've caught you up as best as possible.
Yeah, and the cliffhanger, because she always leaves us on cliffhangers, and very tantalizing ones. I believe the last thing was after he was talking about being into BDSM and stuff like that. Then the foot fetish guy was outside the window and said, "I found you."
Yeah.
And this is where we had our little debate of just like, are we getting played? But either way, we're having a fun time with the story, so I kind of don't care.
Yeah, I want to see it through to the end, even if none of these people ever lived. Even if Anna is not real.
Okay, and this one I like too. This one is titled "The Showdown." Is how this one is titled.
Okay,
but this is from our friend Anna.
All right.
Hey guys, you said you never heard the expression "gray" before. It's apparently used in dating apps as a slang/short for being dominant. The word refers to 50 Shades of Grey. Some people just use a gray picture and that's it. Oh, just a gray picture. Interesting. I want to give you some context. As you know, Sweden is a small country. The population of New York, they're out of Sweden. That's just W.
As you know, Sweden.
Small country. Anyway, this has nothing to do with that. Never been.
Want to go?
As you know, Sweden is a small country. The population of New York City pretty much amounts to the total population of Sweden. In the capital, there is about 1 million. In the actual city center, the number is about 400,000. In most cities around Sweden, all restaurants, clubs, cafes, and most fun stuff is situated in the city center. So if you want to find someone, it is possible, but statistically not likely. In my case, I was ratted out by one of two people that knew where, what, when, and who I was seeing that night.
Wow.
After I left the gentleman, this has been the code name for the foot fetishist. Mm-hmm. After I left the gentleman on the floor of the restaurant, I actually thought that I would never hear from him again. I'd only given him my business card, so he didn't have my private number.
It'd be very funny if his name, like, we nicknamed him Tony Two Toes. You know, he
Tony Toes?
Yeah, he loves feet because he doesn't have all his, you know. You want what you can't have. You go ahead, keep reading. That's my bad.
I liked it. I don't think. Because now I'm just thinking of a guy who has no toes, and he just really wishes he had.
Yeah. Like, you think he's sucking on toes.
But it's gone the other way where now he's just horny about it.
Yeah, it's like you think he's sucking on toes because he's into feet, and he's sucking on toes being like, I remember my middle toe.
He's just like, I really wish I could feel this.
Mm-hmm. You know, he dates somebody for a couple years, and then he's like, let me put a ring on it. And he goes down and just puts it on her toe.
Oh my God. Have you ever meets a girl with like 6 toes on one foot? Are you kidding me? I had only given him my business card, so he didn't have my private number. But no, phone calls after phone calls to the office that I refused to answer. I think that if you don't get that a woman is not into you when she kicks you in the face, you don't get it if she tells you in words. Okay, so it sounds like he's been calling the office a lot, though. Mm-hmm. Which is a great thing. Reception, how may I direct you? I'm looking for the lady with great feet.
Yeah.
Is there a lady with great feet there? Can you put her feet on?
Yeah, tell her it's Tony. She'll know what that means.
Gifts started showing up. Flowers. Oh no. Pink rubber boots with a note that said best worn without socks.
He trying to make you sweat. That's what that is. That's a real pervert right there. He thought ahead.
Yeah, he wanted to drink out of that boot.
That's wild.
And a mobile phone with his number in it. You expect a serial killer to have more tact, you know?
Not just tact. This is
a
like
plan at all.
This is like, you know what? Because you just have to start over. You have to find someone who is as into feet as you are. Because if you were doing these moves on them, it'd be all swag.
Yeah.
It'd be like,
and by start over, he also means
boots.
move somewhere and change your name, probably.
He sent me a cell phone with just his number in it. Like, this is like Dorian Gray.
How's it Dorian Gray?
That is a different book.
Oh, are you trying to say 50 Shades of Grey?
The guy in 50 Shades of Grey is a different Gray than Dorian Gray. Yep.
Dorian Gray was the guy who had the painting of him.
Mm-hmm. No.
Getting his nipples twisted, and
I remember.
it was a painting of him in a sex swing. Boy, okay. He sends the boots, a phone with his number in it, but not an apology for being, well, let's say disrespectful. I gave it all to the receptionist and asked her not to accept any gifts on my behalf and to send them back. She protested and said, but he is so rich and he is cute. Why don't you go on a date? Oh, this lady's going to make a great victim one day. I wasn't in the mood for telling her the story, so I replied, we did, but it turns out we are not a good match, and I think you and I have a different kind of checklist when it comes to men. It turns out that the gentleman is the youngest son of a very well-known rich family in the region and has invested in various projects around Sweden. He showed up at work events, but I'll skip that part of the story of weird interactions at those events. The gifts stopped showing up, and I was relieved that the gentleman was gone. So I thought, this is a novel, I think.
This is also, it's like, okay, not only is it a novel, but it's all like just plausible enough.
It's just plausible enough, but it also sounds just enough like a Hallmark movie.
Because basically,
he's the heir to Sweden.
Basically, we also have to keep in mind how long this thing is going on, but on the B side, how long it took for her to go on the date with the server. Because remember, this is all going to come to a head with the I found
which I believe it starts here and the next part here. So yeah, there's a whole side plot with the gentleman that like we're kind of just being privy to right now, and she's also not telling all of us again. Also very good with cliffhangers, which is what makes me think that Anna might be a writer. Just being suspicious. Being seated at the restaurant with the server and dumbfounded by his words, annoyed by the woman purposely spilling wine on me and hitting on the server. Oh yeah, that was part of it. We forgot.
Yeah.
On the date with the server, there's a different server spilled on her on purpose. My mood was not getting better after seeing the gentleman strut into the restaurant towards us. How the hell did he find me? What are you doing here with him? The gentleman says, indignant, and points at the server. He doesn't wait for an answer, turns to the server and says angrily, "Those feet are mine." Remember that the gentleman is not low-key. Oh, no shit. The restaurant quiets down and someone whispers, "Did he just say feet? He's so fucked," followed by some giggles and chuckles. The server folds his arms and looks at me expectantly. I'm now fantasizing of how I drop kick the gentleman, but of course I don't do it. Oh, well, why stop now? You've already kicked someone on a date.
Yeah. You kicked him.
That's right. You've already kicked this man. I see the gentleman's mouth moving, but I'm not listening. How did you find me? No answer. I was not holding back at all. I'll refrain from using the same words here. Through my teeth, told him that I'm not an object and can't be bought. I won't allow him to treat me disrespectfully any way he wants, whenever he wants, and especially sniffing my shoes in restaurants. I'm not laughing at the sentiment, but closing a sentence like that is funny. People around us laughed, and someone made a puking sound, and someone booed. The girl in the group of university students cheered me on, "You go, girl," and fiddled with her phone. I glanced at the server and noticed that his eyes were glazed. I finished it off with, "I'm not interested in you whatsoever and never will be, so leave me the fuck alone and get lost. But, you kept the gifts, so I thought, we had a thing." It turns out that the receptionist had kept the gifts for herself and had led the gentleman on to believe that I kept them, and to redeem herself to the gentleman, she had told him about my whereabouts. She can see my calendar at work, and so she checked it. At this point, the woman comes back and yanks the server's sleeve. To me, she says, "Take it outside. You bothered the other guests." I pierced her with a glance and said to the gentleman that lingered, "You got 1 minute to leave, and if you don't leave me alone, I'll get a restraining order, and from there on, I have the right to protect myself. Do you understand? Kicks are a-comin'." The gentleman limps away like a sulking toddler. I turned to the server and followed the feeling that I had during the date. "So, when are you going to tell me what's really going on here?" His smile stiffens a bit and he says, "I guess we gave us away, huh?" The server pulls the woman towards his side with the arm around her waist. He winks at me and continues, "We have checked you out and we agreed that we want you to be our dominatrix." People gasped and started mumbling. I noticed that some of the uni students were filming and giggling. "We, as in dating?" I asked, wanted no misunderstanding. "We, as in common law wife. Yeah." The disappointment of being kind of played by the server and this woman, the lingering anger from the showdown with the gentleman made it hard to collect myself. Knowing that the server and the woman had turned are turned on by my domination and telling off of the gentleman, I decided not to reward them by lashing out. So I did my best to compose myself, and as cold as ice, I said, well, thank you for clarifying that. You have the right to live the way you want, but I'm one man at a time kind of woman, so thanks, but no thanks. Well, technically, there was only going to be one man.
Yeah.
Not to split hairs here. I wish you the best in all you do. I'll take my leave now. Have a nice evening. I grabbed my purse and left, and as I did, I heard the server and his woman blame each other for me not agreeing to their proposal. It took some time for me to let it go and laugh about it all, and I somewhat do have trust issues. But it is a hell of a story, huh? Take care and stay cool. Love. Huh. Yeah. But
all I can say is I hope it never happens again. Wow.
Huh. I might have to make just like a mini episode. It probably wouldn't even be a mini episode. It'd be a whole thing, but of just those 3 emails together.
Yeah.
Just for the full story.
Honestly, what we should do is cast it.
Make a little radio drama out of it.
Yeah, we should cast it and then do it. Do that one as well as the porta potty one.
As the porta potty thing. Oh God, now we're making full productions now.
So thank you so much for listening to the Josh Johnson Show. We had a great time recording. We had a great time listening. If you are looking to catch up with us on any of the socials, you can find me at Josh Johnson Comedy on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube, where we're going to be posting clips of the show. And if you're looking for Logan,
you can follow me on Instagram at Logan M. Nielsen. And if you want to get into the mailbag and just change how I view humanity with your stories and your experiences, and to really make me wonder if anything's worth it, you can send those to joshjohnsonshow@gmail.com. You can also leave us a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts, because we read those in the mailbag as well. And if you're looking for bonus nonsense from us, such as bonus podcasts and videos and replays of our virtual live shows, you can get those patreon.com/Josh Johnson Show. We have a bunch of different tiers. And speaking of virtual live shows, we have one coming up. I believe it is November 27th. I believe that is the date. That last Sunday, it is November 27th, 6 p.m. Eastern Time. We'll be doing another virtual show. So tickets will be in the episode bio underneath and in our social media bios and all that jazz. You should come join us. We always have a great time. I showed a bunch of haunted dolls in the last one, so who knows what could happen. It's a big crazy time.
a lot can happen.
A lot can happen. Who knows what weird people we've dated will just suddenly show up and cause a scene.
Oh wow, I hope not.
If in my screen one of your exes just walks in.
Well, we hope you have a great rest of the week and a wonderful weekend. We will catch you next time. Hey, thanks so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. It really supports the channel. Hit the bell notification, because apparently it's the only way YouTube will tell you that something happened. And just tell a friend. That's the biggest thing you could do. Just tell one person in your life that you like, maybe you don't like, that this video happened to you.
We release the podcast every Thursday on all the podcast apps, so you should find us there and subscribe on those and comment and leave reviews and whatever on all of them. And also, if you want bonus stuff, you can join our Patreon, patreon.com/Josh Johnson Show. We have bonus podcasts and videos and stuff there, and we'd love to see you